welcome to Mom's Bookshelf, Nurturing Motherhood Through Literature. Here we talk about mom authors, maternal mental health, life coaches, and we delve into a discussion to know more about mom's life so that we can make mom's life easier. So today we have with us a certified and master practitioner, NLP coach, and a certified life coach, Miss Bushra Abbas. I welcome you to our podcast. And I think we are wearing the same combination. That's pink. My book is also pink. So it was not planned, actually. So yes, Miss Bushra, I welcome you to my podcast, Mom's Bookshelf, Nurturing Motherhood Through Literature. And today we are going to speak about something very important. It is about time management. So how do we manage time as moms? Because even I struggle with time management. I have little kids and I'm actually juggling with many tasks. Right now, when I was coming for this podcast, when I was sitting for this and I had to make everything prim and proper, I had to get ready. So my cook told me that we don't have certain grocery items in the kitchen. And then I had to order those, I had to juggle. So, as moms, I think we can all understand this, that as moms, we are already juggling with many things. I have to finish this podcast before my kids arrive from school. So, Miss Bushra, since you are helping moms, you are helping females come out of this indecisiveness and manage their time effectively. So that's a wonderful job, I feel. So, how can moms who are actually working from home and who are handling their kids, taking care of their kids, doing many tasks, also running their businesses. So how can they manage their time effectively?
Okay. Hi, Shabina. First of all, I am really delighted to be here, and thanks for inviting me on your podcast. Okay, then we proceed with your question. Is that you are asking me about time management? Let me tell you that time management is sometimes really very tricky for the women, especially, and especially to the moms, which are entrepreneurs and handling all the home chores simultaneously. So, Shabina, let me tell you that time management is something people seems to be really difficult, but it is not that difficult to achieve. We can, as a woman, can achieve that. How can we achieve that? By making a proper strategy, by making a proper plans to it. Okay, so this is time management is something proportionate to productivity. Productivity is something that saves our time a lot, and that extra time we can put in towards our home or whatever. We can give it to our family. We can do whatever tasks are pending towards us. That is productivity, that we save time. And you know what? Time management is not something a statistics or a hack. Time management is simply a shift of mindset. If you only shift your mindsets towards something to achieve something, you can do that. It is not a big thing that you have to struggle with. And when we see successful people in our life and successful women entrepreneurs out there, when we see them or ask them that what time is, they see the time very differently. They have a very different concept of time in their minds. And how they perceive it, they said that 1 minute is equal to $1,000. So when you have that perception, you will obviously, use your time very wisely.
Yes, Bushra, absolutely. But since a long time, I've been struggling to manage my time, and I found that the moment I decided to delegate tasks. Because when we are at home, or we are stay-at-home moms, or we are, working from home. So I work as a writer from home, and I work as a podcaster. So there's so many things which I'm handling from home. But then, moms like me, they tend to work no, they tend to juggle with so many tasks, and they think that, okay, this is something which I can do, this is also, it's very simple and I can do it, it doesn't take much time. But lately I've realized this, that the moment I started delegating tasks, it became all easier, and my mind also became free. So how do you think, how can moms strategize to delegate tasks to others?
Yeah, that's really important. Something you highlighted, Shabina. It's really important that you have to give a strategy to your task. First of all, the first thing is that you have to be focused. You know what you have to do. You have to be really very focused. That what is something. Focus, after focus comes priority. What you have to set the priority, you have to prioritize your work. And how to prioritize your work? Or in your planner, first of all, you go with that on the upper part you will say, you will write that what is important and what is urgent, what is important and urgent. Okay, and on the later part you can write what is important and not urgent. That is something very important you give to yourself, and write all the tasks which are important and urgent, and write all the tasks which are important but not urgent. Because when I am coaching women, I have seen that women are like that. Whatever tasks come in front of them, they just jump to it. They, without thinking about it, they just jump to it, to that task, and that is not good for them. That will make their planner that will not come out in a productive way. So you have to first prioritize your work. Then comes to resist temptations. In this, everyone can relate that in this technology world, there are so many things that are tempting us, especially what is that? Internet, social media, Netflix, TV. That is something temptations, which if we are already prioritizing our work, but during our work, doing our work, we will just pull up our mobile and just start scrolling, and or we just starting checking our emails or doing any sort of work on on our social media. So that is something you have to see, that nothing will came between your work, and you have to be focused on that. The other thing is distraction. This is the most important thing for entrepreneur moms, that distraction is something they should, while making their planners, they should know that as a mom, the distraction can come in their work. Because if they are working, their kids can come and ask something with them, their family member can come and ask something with them. This is some distractions which mom, I think, if you see the men's, they have these kind of distractions, but as a mom, we have a lot of distractions like that our kids can come and disturb our work. So we have to really keep ourselves calm, because these distractions, mostly women become burnout. They went into stress because of these distractions. That how we will going to balance both the things, balance your work and life as well. So we have to keep this mind with a cool mind, that these kind of distractions can come. A woman should keep herself ready for that. So if you will keep yourself ready for that, you will keep your mind really relaxed and cool. You won't be burned. There will be no burnouts. There will be no stressful events in your life. Then the last thing is you have to set your goals. You have to. Last thing and most important thing is set your goals. This is the first thing when people come to us and when we start the goal setting things with them, this is the first thing we do. We make their SMART goals. I hope you all have heard that, and as an entrepreneur, everyone knows this, that we always make a SMART goals. SMART goals is what? Make it specific, make it measurable, make it achievable, make it relatable. And last thing is made time. Then when you're going to achieve it. So making smart goals is really important for that.
Absolutely, Bushra.
I hope, Shabina, I have made...
Yeah, I really second you on this thought. And the moment I wake up, you look at the to-do list which I have prepared the previous night, and this has actually helped me in prioritizing my task. And something that you spoke about, the window that we should prepare, of the task. That is, sometimes we think that this task is important, but it's not urgent. And sometimes there is a task which is not important, but we will give time to it because thinking that it is important. So it's really important to prioritize our task as moms. Only then we are able to manage our time effectively and manage whatever work that we are doing. But Bushra, as moms, as I said, that we want to do every task for our kids and everything. I want to cook for my family. I want to do this for my family and that for my family. It becomes so difficult to ask for help. So how can we strategize this? So that it becomes easier for us to delegate tasks and to ask for help and the support that we can get from people. How can we work on that?
Okay, Shabina, if we will see from the business point of view, if I will answer you from the business point of view, it's that when mostly I have seen, not in the men's, but in the women's, I have seen they hesitate taking out help from other person or outsourcing their work from the outside. They mostly hesitate that. And that, I think we should not do that, because seeking help is really important. You have to hire someone or outsource your task to someone who is eligible for that work. Doing that, why this is important? Because in order to that, your work will be effectively completed. First of all, it will be effectively completed, and you will save a lot of time for yourself. And as a mom entrepreneur, you should have to do that, because you have to think. Obviously, entrepreneurs have to think something really very big. They have to think really forward. They have to make a beautiful plans for their businesses. So to make that and keep yourself going, you have to dedicate a few tasks to the other people as well. That is really important. And believe me that when we see that people who are hiring people under them and outsourcing their work, they businesses flourished. I have seen businesses flourishing after seeking help from outside, few outside companies, you can say, or people, they can hire people. And as part of, if we say as a mom, as a homemaker, if we seek help, seeking help is really important at that time as well. This is something like we have to dedicate it, that how much work we can do and how much work we can dedicate to the other person. We can arrange a few kinds of maids for our house, or if any elder or any kind of your relation which can handle it, like kids, basically moms get really stressful when they want help regarding their kids. They want someone really reliable to handle their kids. So I think a person, we should keep a person in our life, or we should ask somebody who we seem reliable. We can ask help from that. That is really important for us. We never hesitate for that.
Absolutely, Bushra.
And Shabina, this is something really important for our mental health as well, as a woman. Yes. Because as a woman, we are handling so much task at a one time, that we also have to look after our mental health as well. We can't just compromise on our mental health. This is the first thing.
Yes, so I feel, yes, if you delegate tasks and ask for help, I think that is so important to be productive, so that the amount of time that you have, you can invest in yourself, in your self-care, in your personal growth.
True, yeah.
Yes, that is so important. And the point that you said, that is so important for our mental health as well, which is, neglected. But these days, yes, people are talking about mom's mental health, and that is of so much importance, because if the mental health of a mom is, it's good, she's going to take better care of kids, and she's going to raise happy kids, happy mama, happy kids.
That's so true.
That way. There's one more question about procrastination, which is arising in my mind. I read somewhere that people do not procrastinate because of the lack of time. They procrastinate because they feel that the task is, it's difficult to achieve. So something with there's a book related to it, that is Eat That Frog, something like that.
Yeah.
No. So it's a very famous book. So eat the frog the first thing in the morning, kind of that lays emphasis on doing the most important task first thing in the morning. So people procrastinate not because they're saying that they don't have time, but they procrastinate because of the fact that they feel that the task is it's difficult to achieve. So how can we deal with this as moms? How can we deal with that?
Okay, Shabina, that is something interesting. You tell us that is something really interesting. Procrastination is a subject which is going on. So this is some kind of hot topic these days, because due to social media and other distractions, this topic is really very important to talk about. Let me tell you, Sabina, as you said, that procrastination is something that is not a laziness. You know what? This is not a laziness. This is something that is a habit. That is a habit of putting your most important task over your pleasurable task. And what pleasurable task we have these days? We have Netflix, we have social media, we have TV, we have other things. So when we are doing that, we are just putting our productivity backwards, and we are just focusing on just these pleasurable tasks, which are not giving a good outcome in our life. So procrastination is when we see procrastination in somebody, we see that he is not a lazy person. He is something who is lacking in motivation. When we say that to our mind, that task is very difficult, it automatically demotivated us.
Right.
So that is the reason. We this is motivated. We are not motivated towards the work, and they are as you told name of the book. I will recommend people that do read. There are many beautiful books on breaking the habits, breaking the bad habits. There are so many books in the market, and you must read that. You will get to know how we can deal with these kind of habits. So another thing that we should do to overcome it is that there is one mental exercise which I will be giving today. Is that if you are feeling procrastinated, just sit and ask yourself two questions. First, ask that what pleasure will I get if I do it? What pleasure will I get if I do it? And what pain will I get if I don't do it? These are two powerful questions. When we sit and we realize and we go into our mind and ask our mind these questions, we are come up with very beautiful questions. These are something we ask during our coaching sessions, but I am just giving this a little exercise to the people so they can do it with themselves.
Wow, that's absolutely wonderful. I think these two questions are really going to make up my day. It was so great to talk to you about time management, and I hope I really feel that women who are working from home, or if they are stay-at-home moms going to office, they need to prioritize work, because even I feel that when half of my day goes in my own work, and then the other half goes, I invest that time with my kids, being with them, taking care of them, and going to the classes with them, and so that I'm there with them. So it becomes really important to prioritize our day, whatever amount of time that we have. So you are helping moms to set their goals, to get a direction, to become decisive about their goals. And that is such a wonderful task. And I wish you all the best for the work that you are doing.
Thank you.
My viewers
Thank
can reach
you.
out to you at hashtag Bushra Abbas Coach on Instagram. And I'm pretty sure that you will be able to solve their problems, because these days, with the social media or with the information obesity that we have these days, our mind is absolutely cluttered. So I feel it is so much important to hire a life coach, to talk to a life coach, and get a clear action, get a clear plan about your life, about your goals, because your time is so much important. So goodbye for now. It was lovely to have you, Miss Bushra. Bye-bye. Take care.
Take care, you too, Shabina. Thank you.